Good day, everyone. For today's episode, we will be talking about the 1987 Philippine Constitution, and under this, we will be talking about the Article 1, Article 3, Article 5, 6, 7, 8, and Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution. To begin with, we will be talking about the national territory or the Article 1 of the 1987 Philippines Constitution. This article states that the national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago, with all the islands and water embraced therein, and all the other territories over which is the Philippine has sovereignty or jurisdiction. Next, we have the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights or the Article 3 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. This explains that each individual has the life or has a freedom of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. This explains that all individual has a freedom to live, and under the Article 3 it is composed of 22 sections, and it is subdivided into two. The first section is 1 to 13 has been established for the personal beliefs of an individual, and also the Article 13 to 22 is explained for the those who are committed commits crime. Next, we have the Article 5 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which explains about the suffrage. Suffrage may be exercised by all the citizens of the Philippines not otherwise disqualified by law. This explains that all Filipinos registered at least 18 years of age who shall be resided in the Philippines for at least 1 year and the place wherein they propose to vote, they are proceeding the elections. Next, we also have the Congress shall provide a system for securing the secrecy and sanctity of the ballot, as well as a system for absentees voting by disqualified Filipino abroad. The Congress shall also design a procedure for disabled and illiterates to vote. Next, we have the Article 6 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, the Legislative Department. This article states that the outlines of the structure and function of the Legislative Department, which is composed of the Congress of the Philippines, the Congress of the bicameral legislative consisting of the Senate and the representatives. The Congress is vested with the power to make laws subject to the limitations and restrictions provided in the Constitution. In addition to that, the Congress has the power to conduct investigations and inquests to the aid of legislation, and to exercise the power over the executive and judicial branches of the government. In line with that, we have the Article 7, or the Executive Department of the Philippines, outlines the structure, power, and functions of the Executive Department, which is led by the President of the Philippines. The power of the President is to execute laws, appoint and remove officials, to conduct policies, and to serve on the command as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. The President shall have the power to grant refuses, pardons, and parole, to grant amnesties with the concerns of. Next is that we have the Article 8, or the Judicial Department. It was established as an independent and co-equal branch of the government. With the Supreme Court, the Judicial Department was vested with the power to interpret laws, decide cases, and review government actions to ensure that constitutionally. And lastly, we have the Article 14, or the Education, Science and Technology, Arts, Culture, and Sports Educations. This talks about all shall be protected and promote the right of all the citizens to quality educations at all levels and shall take appropriate step to make such education accessible to all. Like have been explained that EFA or the education free education for all is been established for us to develop skills for our future generations. For instance, we are giving them a free education for all in a public institution which is provided by the government. It is said that the government has been giving has been paying their tuitions.